Hey everyone, I am back. This is Polar, and we are on the 6th episode of my work in progress on this album, Speculum Mors, Mirror Death. And I guess it's been over a week or so since I did my last upload, but this is just kind of an overview of the level thus far, and I'm going to show you some more video of how we led up to it. And I did a little bit of research, I guess you could say. As you can see, this is an earlier version of what we were working on, or what I was working on. And I went to like the Crytek forums and things like that, and I basically just got some advice. I put up some still pictures and gave some links to the video and said, hey, I'm working on this, what do you guys think? And I guess for all intents and purposes, the feedback was positive, but one comment was to make the fog, I guess, a little more menacing. And as you can see in the later videos, we've done that. At least I felt I've done that. I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep the fog at, say, like a lower level like this, kind of like a mist. But after taking the advice and then working with the fog volumes a little bit more, I think the route, which you'll see later on, makes more sense. It's more in tune to what I had wanted to originally do with this level. And basically, like, this video is going to be a lot about the detail work and stuff, laying down the assets, putting more assets in there. I guess making the level not look so barren, make it look a little more alive, lived in, that kind of thing. And basically, this was when I first started putting these assets in and the tombstones in. And I really want up here, for sure, I definitely wanted to keep the fog like this greenish color. I thought it was eerie. I have another fog volume lower in the swamp, and this is the later part. This is where we really increase the fog volume. And as you can see, with more assets placed into the level, I think it looks a whole lot better. It looks a whole lot menacing. I put some of the ruined asset pieces that comes with the development kit in the background over there. We'll walk toward it. I add some lights to it, not so much just for lighting aspect, but just so to help the asset stand out a little bit in the level. As you know, this is a level that's placed at night. But you know, obviously I don't want the player or anyone who's working in the level to be lost and fumbling around in complete darkness, because that would be no fun. But anyway, my only critique so far with doing the fog like this, which, you know, this is how I really do like it, but we do have a path in there, and I need to find a constructive way, so like, say if you were the player, that they would still be able to follow the path in some way that the player would be able to utilize. And I have an idea, but we'll get to that later. And over here, let's see what this video is. This is kind of an overlay of the lake itself, where I kind of want to have like this green glowing aspect. I'm still thinking about maybe figuring out how to add something else to this lake to make the water really stand out, because, you know, it is a night level, and it is Speculum Mors is about this lake. It's a horror theme, but even though the player in itself doesn't really interact with the lake, I want it to somewhat stand out. So this is me trying different things to have this lake light up at night. I was using different fog volumes, which I don't think worked out too terribly well. I have one of the fog volumes down there where it almost makes the lake look almost like a cornea. And I'm going to keep that effect because I think that is actually kind of cool. But I'm still kind of experimenting if I'm going to add anything else to the lake to make it stand out at nighttime. I'm not sure yet. Like I said, I really want to figure out if I can do like a will-o-wisp which people don't know what that is in mythology. It's kind of like this glowing, floating orb. I'm not sure what the orb was, other than it was a supernatural entity. Maybe it was a soul or something else, but I'm not sure if I can figure out how to do that yet. We'll wait and see. Like I said, the deadline is getting closer. We have about a month left, and Halloween is closely approaching. And in this part of the video, this is what I was talking about, where I added one of the fog volumes inside the lake itself. It makes the lake kind of glow this eerie green, which I think gives it kind of a cool eerie effect. And this is kind of like a simple, I'm going to say a flyby, but this was earlier in the level process when I was experimenting with the lake, seeing if you could see the lake off into the distance, which is kind of what I wanted. So for instance, if you're up on this hill and you're looking down, I don't even think I have the other tombstones out on this level yet when I did this video, but I wanted it so where, like, if you were on that by the church up on the hill and you were looking down the lake, you would see this lake and you would say, oh, there's something not right there, it's the lake, or at least you would know the lake was there, I guess. And this is just me if you were the player standing over there. You would be able to see kind of the edges of that lake. And I think also in this video we will be looking at the swamp area, which I added a lot more to it. I tweaked it around. I tweaked the fog volume out here. I'm not sure if this is the end result. I think this is. I'm almost done with the lake here, or not the lake, but the swamp. I added kind of like I tweaked the fog volume. I had a fog volume, but I tweaked it a little bit. And basically, I just wanted to make it, you know, basically a creepy lake. You know, I might tweak the fog volume just a little bit more. I'll have to wait and see. Just like the fog volume up by the graveyard and the church, I need to figure out a way to, I guess, put markers for the players so they kind of know which way to go in the level itself. I know which way to go because I built the level, obviously, but I need to put some sort of markers in the level itself, so, you know, just to help guide the players. But time is almost up. I thank you guys for stopping by. Comments are always welcome. Please like and subscribe. It does help the channel, and I should have another one of these up very shortly.